love doing something but not able to do since a very very long time, and then suddenly you get to do it in a bigger scale. The first thing is self-doubt, whether you'll be able to do it or not, should you do it or not. So in my case, I haven't ridden motorcycle for a long trip, almost 2 years, for my personal reasons, family reasons, and suddenly I got this chance to ride 2000 plus kilometers for in 3 days, kind of. And so the main thing, the key, was to prepare myself mentally. And of course, there are other aspects as well, like your riding skills, your physical fitness, and of course, your family support. That's very important. I will try to share my thought process and what I had learned from my first solo long ride. So, friends, let's begin this journey. I will break these 3 days into multiple videos, each probably 10 minutes. And this is day one. Here we start.
My bike is fully packed. Okay. And this is Objit Jajaburian. He has come to say me bye. And so I'm going to cover hopefully 2000 kilometers in 3 days. Let's see. Today's target is almost 850 kilometers from Kolkata to Visakhapatnam. Okay. See you on the road. I've started at almost 4 a.m. It was dark. It's still dark, and started early.
So I'm traveling from Kolkata to Pune. It's almost from east to west of India. The distance is approx 2000 kilometers, and there are 3 different routes to cover the distance. This is the first one, which is the quickest as per the Google Maps. There's the second one, which is kind of some extended version of the first one. And finally, this one is my preferred one, which I got to know by some research that I'll find more places to stay in this one. Hence, I chose this one. Now, I did some search and spotted 3 locations where I could mainly find a stay for the night. Obviously, 2000 kilometers, I can't go in a one stretch, right? I have to take rest at night. So first one is basically I am going from Kolkata to Vizag, which is almost more than 800 kilometers, approx 850 kilometers. So day one is the crucial ride that I have to complete, and of course I have a lot of energy on day one. So if I can cover those 850 kilometers on day 1, day 2 and day 3 will be a lot more easier, and I can finish this ride in 3 days if I perform well in day 1. So this is the point when I have to decide which way. If I go to the left from here, then it's the option 1 that I had shown, and if I'm going straight, then I am opting for option 3, which is towards Vizag or Visakhapatnam. And when I was comparing the distances for different routes, this route is 150 kilometers more than the other one. This 150 extra kilometers I have to cover in 3 days, so it is not that much. Plus this particular route is the safest one, because if I need to cover 700 800 kilometers in a day, I have to ride in the evening, at least till 8 9 p.m., at least today. Hence, I'm choosing this route. Let's see. 2 years back, I had come on this route, at least the first 400 kilometers, or I think 450 kilometers, while going to Puri. So the road is known. I know this is a good road. The best part here in India using motorcycle is you can skip the toll taxes, and for a long ride like this, there are lots of tolls to pay.
Just stretching my legs and arms, and also my ears are tired. I need to use the plugs now. Come on. These are nice. It will reduce all the wind blast. For long rides, like for 400 500 kilometers for the day, I prefer these. Takes away a lot of fatigue. Okay, so let's go. Look at the bike. Oh, okay. You beauty. Oh man. Still not Get it.
I started this video by talking about mental preparations. Before coming out on this ride, I was having a lot of self doubt because I had never ridden solo, especially this kind of distance. And I was keep asking myself whether I'll be able to do it or not. But then at some point I thought, if I don't do it now, I am 33 years old now. If I don't do it now, probably in this life, I will never be able to do it. And as I also said, the family acceptance is very important. I am a family man. I have 2 kids. So my wife's permission, her acceptance is very much important for a peaceful ride and my peace of mind. I'm going to Pune for some office work, and also I'm taking my motorcycle as it will take some stress out of my mind. See, look at the Indian roads. It's not for beginners. Okay, finally, some small hills. So, when you are continuously riding on highways, I mean, very good tarmac, it gets so boring, and mainly if it's completely plain land. So, even if you see a small hill like this, it's a very good refreshment. It's a good view, indeed. I did not notice that I have already crossed that 10 minutes limit which I set in the beginning of the video. I want to keep all these videos like kind of like 10 minutes each, because this ride is completely highway ride, and more than 10 minutes I feel it gets so boring. Now the day one is not done yet. As you can see, the scenic beauty has just started. So I will post the rest of the day in my second video. And throughout this journey, I will try to share the little bit of planning, my thought process, and mainly my experience, because as I said, this is my first solo ride. So I had nothing on my mind what to expect.
Next time. It's hard to find a shade, but I want to stop.